the Peddler News. I'm Ashley Fulkerson.
And I'm Hank Dotsey. Recently, our school all wore crazy socks on National Down Syndrome Day.
Here's what Anne has to say about it.
For my sister, Mamie, she's with two Cammy. She came in, I was down. I was like for my family, at school, as staff, as students, all my parents, my cousins, and baseball, my dad, and my godfather took care of me. I love you guys. Thank you for me. Your best.
Thanks, Anne. Keep on shining, girl.
Speaking of shining, like a ton of people went to Florida for spring break,
They
right?
did, yeah.
So, and they caught a lot of sun rays. And we wanted to give a comparison of from when they looked like uncooked chicken to fried chicken.
Let's see the transformation. Wow, Mary, you look more golden than a biscuit coming straight out of Hardee's.
All right. Well, what'd you do over spring break?
This spring break, I went to Florida.
You don't really look like it.
Okay, well, what'd you do this spring break?
I spent this whole week just working on this musical.
Here's Aunt Elizabeth with all you need to know.
Hi, I'm Sean Whitehouse, and I'm standing here with Aunt Elizabeth, and she's here to talk about the musical. So, Aunt Elizabeth, what's the musical called?
Back to the 80s.
And what is your role in it?
I'm part of the ensemble, so just kind of in like a lot of different parts.
Alright, it's cool. And what is the musical about?
It's about a guy who has a flashback to his high school days, which are in the 80s.
That's wicked. Alright, can't wait to see it. See ya.
So, Hank, tell me about your favorite part of the musical.
Oh, I don't think I could pick just one, honestly. I mean, it's just the whole experience was just so wonderful. I mean, I made a lot of new friends, and I discovered I really have a passion for it. It was just a really terrific experience. I highly recommend it.
It's definitely something I'll look into. Up next, we will be talking about Catholic High traveling to Chicago, even back home in Kentucky.
Yeah, here's Gus Lattis to talk about Kuna, and Lindsay Holbelman to talk about the trip to Chicago.
I'm Mary Scales, and we have Lindsay Hubelman today to ask her a few questions about the recent Chicago trip. So, Lindsay, what was your favorite place that you all visited?
I really liked the Museum of Science and Industry because it was super cool. We got to see like a ton of different cool like experiments and a huge like submarine that the Germans used during World War II. And so it was really fun there.
What was the highlight of your trip?
The highlight of my trip was probably running all the way down Navy Pier, losing my hat to Lake Michigan, and just being with both classes. It was really fun.
And is the pizza as good as they say it is?
Yes, it really is.
All right, thank you.
I'm sitting here with Gus Lattis, and he's going to talk about Kuna for us. Alright, Gus, what does Kuna stand for?
CUNA stands for Kentucky United Nations Assembly. Basically, just a bunch of us get together and we talk about the international political system inside the UN.
Oh, that's interesting. So, what country do you represent?
Well, as a school, we represented the great and grand nation of Argentina.
Nice.
Certainly a lot of interesting things you can talk about with Argentina. For example, we did some festive dancing, something like the tango, I believe.
Oh,
and then
beautiful.
we built our cultural, dang it.
Yeah, the cultural thing.
Yeah, the one thing.
Yeah.
We played some Fortnite and with the projector, and yeah, it was a pretty good day.
Sounds like a good time. All right, what award did you get?
Well, I won one of the prestigious speaking awards.
Prestigious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the exact name for it, but I mean, it's something grand.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Gus.
Congratulations, Gus, and I hope you get a new hat, Lindsay.
So now we are on to our sports segment. Who's with the tennis team again?
Jacob Fogle is courtside with Jonah McCormick and the tennis team.
And Nolan Clark is sitting in Seneca with members of the baseball and softball team.
I'm courtside with the Jonah McCormack. Hey Jonah, how's the tennis season going? Great.
All right, I'm here with Macy Peak and Sam Hahn to ask them about their softball and baseball seasons. So first, I'm gonna start out. Macy, what position do you play?
I catch and play right field.
Okay, Sam, what position do you play?
Pitch and play first base.
All right, as many of you know, over spring break they went to Florida to play in some games. So what was the boys' record?
2-3.
2-3. All right, what was the girls' record?
1-2.
1-2. So when you guys are in Florida, do you get much time to just chill out?
Yeah, we get a pretty good time.
I mean,
about the
it's
gr-
pretty good. We do a lot of work, but we still have free time.
Okay, and for your season as a whole, how's it been going for the guys?
It's been an up and down season, but we're coming along.
All right, and for the girls?
I have to agree with Sam. It's pretty up and down, but we're getting better.
Okay, and if we were to have a home run derby, who would win? Be you?
We'll go with him.
We'll go with him? All right, thank you.
Congratulations, Aces. You guys are always competing at the highest level.
And speaking of competition, we have a very special event coming up.
Yes.
We have our first ever Bad Dad Jokes battle between Mr. Eric Onan and our very own Jacob Fogel.
The winner will be awarded this fantastic certificate of excellence.
So, gentlemen, good luck, and may the straightest face win.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Bad Dad Jokes battle for the Peddler News. Our contestants today are Mr. Onan and Jacob Fogel. The rules are simple. Jokes will be told, and you can smile, but no laughing. First one to laugh loses. Let's see how it goes.
I used to have a job at a calendar factory, but I got fired because I took some days off.
Jacob, guy walks into a bar with 2 bananas, one in each ear. The bartender asks, "Hey, what's with the bananas?" The guy responds, "What?"
How do you make holy water, Mr. Onan?
How?
You boil the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard, Jacob, about dry erase boards?
No, I haven't.
They're remarkable.
Mr. Onan,
Mhm.
I just watched a documentary about beavers the other day,
Oh, interesting.
and it was the best damn show I ever saw.
Well done. Came home from work yesterday, Jacob, to find that my doors had been broken into and all the chocolate was taken. Why in the heck would anyone do that to someone's advent calendar?
Mr. Onan, you know, I bought some shoes from a drug dealer.
Awesome.
I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
The only thing that the earth believers fear is sphere itself.
Mr. Onan.
Yes.
Mr. Onan.
Uh-huh.
Where did the college-age vampire like to shop?
Where?
Forever 21.
All right, Jacob. What did 50 Cent, say to his grandma when he saw her making socks for him?
What did he say?
Gee, you knit?
Mr. Onan, did you know that French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were
not.
cooked in Greece.
I remember when the Universal Remote first came out, my first thought was, well, this changes everything.
Mr. Onan, what is Forrest Gump's password?
1 Forest 1.
Got it.
Someone, believe it or not, someone stole hundreds of cans of Red Bull from our local store. I don't know how they can sleep at night.
Did you know, Mr. Onan, finally, spring is here. And I'm so excited, I wet my plants.
19 and 20 got into a fight a couple days ago. It was awful. 21.
You know, Mr. Onan, if you see a robbery at an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness?
Guess who I saw today, Jacob?
Who?
Everyone I looked at.
Mr. Onan.
Yeah.
Your mama's teeth are so yellow, when she smiled at traffic, it slowed down.
My wife keeps losing her earrings. It's unbelievable. I guess earring loss is common at her age.
Mr. Onan.
Yep.
Your mama's so stupid, she put lipstick on her forehead to make up her mind.
Jacob, you want to know what makes me smile?
What makes you smile, Mr. Onan?
Face muscles.
Mr. Onan.
Yep.
Your mama's so old, her breast milk is actually powder.
Oh, well done, sir. Very good. Very good.
Wow, that was hilarious. I almost wet my plants. But great job to Mr. Onan and Jacob. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Jacob Vogel. So here's his certificate of excellence.
Oh,
Here you go, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations on the dub.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all my fans who came out to support me. And we will have to do a round 2.
Congratulations to our Bad Dad Jokes winner. We're sure you guys noticed the new background in our studio, and this is the reason behind it all.
So Rachel, tell us, how did you get inspiration for this great background?
Well, I figured since like the name of the school's paper was called the Peddler, I decided to like bring in like a newsboy because, you know,
Yeah.
it's
The
the school
fits,
paper, yeah.
So what was like the process of how you did it? Like, what did you do exactly?
Well, first I sketched out the paperboy design, and then I designed the backdrop, and then I pulled in the drawing of the paperboy, and then I just added the text. And
So you're doing this all on the computer?
yes.
Very cool.
That is
very cool.
very, very impressive.
So Rachel and I were co-stars in the musical Back to the 80s, and our reporter, Sean Whitehouse, was also a star in the show.
I know you guys did a great job on the musical. Everyone loved it. Is there anything like you'd like to say?
Well, we'd just like to thank everyone for coming out and making it a great weekend.
There were a lot of people that helped us out, from just supporting us to, people who were in the crew, and as well as the cast and the choreographers and all the teachers that helped us and everything, all the people behind the scenes. So we just want to give a special shout out to you guys. Thank you. We couldn't do it without you. So guys, do you want to do the honors with the send off?
Sure. Catch you next time.